Hey guys, welcome to today's video and welcome on into my beauty stash. Look what arrived at my doorstep yesterday. This is my very first Sigma Beauty PR package and they sent me the entire Beauty and the Beast collection. I am floored. I thought this collection was absolutely gorgeous. When I opened it up, there were rose petals. It was just so beautifully presented. I was just mesmerized. But they didn't stop there. Hold please while I grab this other really large box, and stuff is already falling out of it. They also sent me a second PR package. So I got two packages from them full of goodies. There's a color switch that fell down over there. There's a shampoo pad for the brushes. Had I known bronzers were going to be in this box, I wouldn't have gone in with my LA Girl bronzer, but there's brushes in here. There's lip oils. There's the New Mood mini palette in here. I'm just like, they hooked me up with so many goodies, and that's because I have very few Sigma brushes in my collection, and I only have, I think, two of their eyeshadow palettes, which I do really love. I got the Cinderella palette, and then I got one that's a 9-pan palette. It's a green palette and a brush set, but that was a while back. So when they reached out to me and said they wanted to put me on their PR list, I was like, yeah, totally. I would love to try this brand more, have more representation of them in my stash. And they definitely hooked me up, and they hooked you guys up too, because now I have an affiliate code Steff will save you 10% off of your order. Whatever you want to get over at Sigma, now you can use Steff, and that will save you 10% off. So let me put this box down, because I know you guys are here for the Beauty and the Beast collection, and obviously that's going to be what we're going to focus on today. This is a beautiful makeup bag that everything in here, you'll see it fits perfectly fine inside the bag, the gold lining in there. Now, there were two different eyeshadow palettes. I only got sent the larger palette, but there's a smaller version of 7 shades from this eyeshadow palette, and that is available on their website. To my knowledge, everything is in stock right now on their website, and the bundles are at a discounted price, and then you can use like my affiliate code Steff on top of that, and that'll give you even more of a discount. So take that into consideration. So here is the Beauty and the Beast Sigma eyeshadow palette. Let's open it up and let me give you a closer look at this beautiful palette. This is going to be a 14-pan palette full of matte and shimmer shadows, and then of course you do get, let me pull out the brush, you do get this dual-ended brush right here. I love that. I love when a brush is included in a palette, especially from a brand like Sigma that is known for their brushes. You know, the brush that they include has got to be good. I am wearing already one of 3. These are their hydrating lip creams, and the shade that I have on is the shade Adventure, and I will change into the other 2 later throughout the video. Also included is this little palette right here. This is a face palette, and just look at the little card that they include there, like the cover. But you get 2 blushes and a highlighter. So of course we're going to cheek swatch all of these, and I'll be applying all 3 in a few minutes. And then you do get a 5-piece brush set. So you get 2 brushes for the face and 3 for the eyes. This larger brush right here, you can use it for just about any type of powder product you want. And then this angular brush is going to be more for foundation and for creams. I don't know if I'm going to use this. I didn't use it like right now when I was applying my base makeup, because I wanted to show you guys clean brushes, but I might reserve this for maybe cream blush or cream bronzer. We'll see. I have so many foundation brushes, but we're definitely going to be using some of these in today's video. And yes, that was it. And these are the other 2 lippies that, again, I will be changing into throughout the video. So thank you so much, Sigma, for thinking of me, for reaching out, for sending me So many amazing goodies. Like, I'm gonna have a very, very busy weekend. I just wanted to give you guys some quick prices. I love that they included this card that has a price list on the back. I wish every PR package came this way. But if you wanted to get the eyeshadow palette, which is the larger palette that I showed you, that retails for $59. The smaller version is $32. The blush and highlighter palette, that is $39. The 3 lippy set is $29, and the brush set, which is the 5 brushes, that retails for $89. Of course, you can buy all of these as bundles, and all of that information is on the Sigma website, and I checked last night and everything was still in stock. And if it is your first time here on my channel, I think you picked a good video to click on. I just want to say hello, introduce myself. My name is Steff, and I love playing with new makeup, especially. I am primarily a new makeup review channel, but I do multiple looks with eyeshadow palettes, makeup ranking videos, all that good stuff. If that sounds like somewhere you want to be and something you want to see on pretty much a daily basis, I do tend to upload quite a bit. Do me a favor, click on that subscribe button and hit the bell next to it. That way you can be notified every time I do drop a new video. And if you're a fan of Sigma, or if you want to see, just get some inspiration, maybe you've already ordered this new Beauty and the Beast collection, it dropped yesterday, then definitely give this video a thumbs up before you go. As usual, I will have everything linked and listed in the description box. Some of those links might be affiliate links, so if you do end up shopping through them, I thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. I wouldn't be getting all of these PR packages if it wasn't for you guys, and I want to say a big thank you to all of you who do use my codes, who do shop through my links, because it definitely helps me fund this channel and just keep on going and doing giveaways and whatever I can for you guys. So I'm so grateful for all of you. If you guys want to see the 3 looks I'm about to create in the full Beauty and the Beast and Sigma collaboration in action, keep on watching. Okay guys, so let's dive into the cheek palette first. I'm going to start with, actually I'll just do one blush on each side and then the highlighter on both. So I'll start first with this one. This one is called Something Sweet, and I'm gonna use this brush that came in the collection. This one, does it have a number? Yes, the F44 Powder Sculpt brush. And I did clean these off with my Sephora brush cleaner, just like a spot clean. I think I showed it to you guys in my last video. I think Sigma has one as well. They sent me their brush shampoo, so I'll definitely be using that this weekend. My bathroom should be done, I think, by tomorrow. They weren't working today because I needed to work today, and so, you know, it's impossible for me to get any work done when they're here. You know, they make a lot of noise and stuff. So I said I need a day. I need a day to work, to film. So they're gonna just finish up tomorrow. It's just mainly painting that is gonna go on tomorrow. So I'll definitely be showing you guys that finished project really soon. I'm really excited. Don't know that I like this brush for this blush application. I feel like it's just a little too big, but we're gonna go with it. I'm gonna use the opposite side, this clean side, for the next blush. This next one is called Beauty Within. Put that over here. Let me know if you guys ordered the collection. Did you guys order everything? Maybe you're still trying to make up your mind. I will say that the 2 eyeshadow palettes I have from Sigma, they do perform well. I've been very pleased with them. And I don't know why. I mean, I have a few Sigma brushes in my stash. I use the highlighter brush. I think it's the I have it right here. This is the new one that they sent me. The F03. I have that one as well. But I like that one a lot, especially for like working with cream highlighters and stuff like that. So I'm glad they sent me a new one because mine's dirty. Okay guys, so here is the blush. They're nice soft washes of color. I feel like this side is a little more rosy, a little bit more pink, a little more peach. This side is definitely the more muted side, and it is this shade right here, but I like them both. I think they're very nice. Now let's go in with the highlighter. I'm using the Sigma F03. Lumiere is the name of the highlighter. Ooh, that's beautiful. Really, really nice. I do feel like the brush I was using was just a little too big. I think I'm going to reserve that brush for when I do like a finishing powder or something. I think I'll get more use out of it that way. I like working with smaller brushes when it comes to blush. So I'll have to look and see if they, I think they sent me a smaller blush brush, but I just wanted to use, you know, what I could from the collection. This is a beautiful highlighter. I'm going to go over it with the brush just to mesh everything. But yeah, that's a smooth, really pretty gold highlighter. Okay, guys, our cheeks are done. Loving it. Ooh, look at that beautiful glow. All right, now it's time to dig into the eyeshadow palette, and I'll be creating 3 looks for you guys. So Sigma did send me an eyeshadow primer, which I'm so glad because I've always wanted to try their eyeshadow primer, and I already applied it. This one is in the shade Persuade, and it feels like it is a tacky eyeshadow primer, which is what we want because we want the shadows to adhere to our lids. So here is this beautiful color story that we're going to be working with today. And I think what I'm going to do, where do I want to start? Oh my goodness. I think I'm going to start with the pink over here with this one, Pots, and then perhaps even go into the blue over here, Beast, and then we'll take it from there. And I'm going to start off using the brush that came in the palette, and this is the end I'm going to start using for the pink shade. And let's see how this is going to perform. So now on a Sigma E45, I'm going into that blue shade called Beast. And this is a brush I actually had already. So I'm using my own, the one I bought. So far, I think the shadows are going on top of that eyeshadow primer really well. So I'm happy about that. I had really been wanting to try that eyeshadow primer, and I'd had it in my cart for a while along with buying another switch. And if you don't know what the switch is, it's a little pad like this, and you can just clean your brush off to switch between colors. So now I have 2 of them because I had already bought one myself. Um, but yeah, so I'm so happy. I'm so happy they sent me all this stuff. I'm gonna need to bring back a little bit of the pink. Let me go back in with that. Yeah, that is beautiful. Those are very pigmented shadows, but they are blending together so, so nicely. All right, now we gotta play with a couple shimmer shadows. So why don't we just do the pink and the purple? Why not? I'm gonna do the purple first and then the pink towards the inner corner. So outward corner, inner corner, and then maybe this white will be for like right in here, the inner corner and a little bit on the lower lash line. Let's do that. So I'm going to use the opposite end of the brush that came in the palette. This shade is called My Cherie, and I am going to spray the brush. And I just pick up the product first, and why isn't my spray not working? And I use a little MAC Fix Plus and just spray the brush that way. So we'll apply that right here. Perfect. It's a very smooth shimmer. The next shade, and I'm using the same brush, I'm just flipping it over. This one is called Rose Petal. Put that right there. Beautiful. Oh, how beautiful. These are more, like these two are more traditional shimmers, which is totally okay. Not everything has to be blinding and sparkly, but look at how well they transition with one another. I like that. I like that so, so much. And what we could do, if you wanted to amp up the sparkle, remember this white shade called Winter's Night that I just showed you down here? Take a little bit of this on my finger. You know what? We'll just tap it right there. If you wanted that little something extra, just like that. Oh, that's gorgeous. Now for the lower lash line, I think I want to do the pink. I'm going to go back in with Pots. I'm taking that on a Sigma E42. I think I'm going to add a little bit of the blue called Beast. Just right out here. Same brush. There we go. Now we got to get that inner corner sparkle. I don't see a little pencil brush that they sent me, so I'm just gonna grab my BH Cosmetics one, and I'm gonna go back in with that shade Winter's Night. I'm gonna spray it. I'm gonna put that right in here. Perfect. Okay guys, I'm gonna add some mascara, eyeliner, all that good stuff, and I will be right back to show you this completed look number one. All right guys, so here is the completed look number one. I did some Rare Beauty eyeliner on the top lash line. For the lower waterline, a LA Girl Neon Shockwave eyeliner in the shade Vivid. Mascara I'll be using in today's video is the latest from Huda Beauty One Coat Wow Mascara. I absolutely love the way this look turned out. Let's move over to the left eye and we'll start working on look number two. All right, so for look number two, I want to do something with the brown tones over here. So I'm going to start with this shade. The shade is called Cogsworth, and then I think I'm going to go, actually I think I'll jump over here to Runway. So I'm going to use one of the brushes that came in the collection. This is the E24 for that shade Cogsworth. We'll just start applying that here in the crease. Now for the shade Runway, I'm going to go back to the brush that came inside the palette. I'm going to use that, focus it out here. I want to also use that dark brown shade. I think I want to use that on the lower lash line as well. These Sigma brushes, they have a nice weight to them. I'm going to go back in with that other brush I was using just to blend a little bit better right in here. All right, I'm going to take the Sigma E42 and this shade down here called Forbidden. Just place it right in here. Work it a little bit into the crease. This is a perfect size brush for doing this small detail work. You get a lot of use out of this one. I'm going to take a little bit of that same shade and just bring it down. All right, now for the shimmer, I think I want to do this one all over and then maybe add like this as a fun pop in the center. So let's start first with Enchantress. And I'm going to use this other brush that came in the collection. This one is the E55 brush. And I did spray it. Oh, I love a shade like this. like an antique gold shade. I actually think this palette features a lot of shades that you see in the movie. I'm just going to go back in with that second shade I used. No additional product. I'm just using the brush to blend. Okay, I'm liking that. All right, so with my finger, I'm going to go in with Be Our Guest. And these feel so creamy, smooth. Just going to pop a little bit of that right there in the center. Perfect. Gives like a little extra shift in there. Using my damp Refer 03. And with that, guys, I will do those finishing touches off camera, and I'll be right back to show you this completed look number 2. Okay guys, so here is the completed look number 2. I went in with a brown eyeliner from Rare Beauty for the top lash line. Same mascara. For the lower waterline, I used my Moira eyeliner in the shade Peach. I love the way both of these looks turned out. You have something maybe more wearable for work, a little more neutral on the left, and then something fun, although I would definitely wear this to work, over here on the right. I think the palette is performing really well. I'm loving the brushes and I'm loving the eyeshadow primer. So I'm gonna go take some quick pictures and then I'll come back with one last look. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I did change into another lippy. This one is the shade Bonjour. So I'm loving that. This is a very comfortable formula, but it's not a transfer resistant formula. I have my water bottle up here and there is a little bit, you know, on the cap part. So just know that, but everything so far performing really well. I'll be right back and we'll start working on the third and final look with the new Sigma and Beauty and the Beast collaboration palette. All right, so for look number 3, I haven't used this matte shade and I haven't used this matte shade, so I would definitely like to use both in this look. I actually think I'm going to start with this one called Bookworth. Oh no, I'm sorry, Bookworm. And then I'm going to go into Ego over here. And then let's see, as far as shimmers, I need to use this one and I need to use this one. All right, so pretty good. I'm going to be able to use all of the shades in the palette. Let's start first with Bookworm. And I'm going to go back in with the E24 brush that came in this collection. Now I'm taking the Sigma E38 for the shade Ego. I'm going to apply that a little bit on the lid as well as work it into the crease. On the E24, I'm going to go back with that dark brown shade called Forbidden. I'm just going to focus it out here. I feel like we need a little bit more depth out here. I'm going to add a little bit more of Ego. And adding a little bit more of Bookworm. Okay, now I'm going to go in with this shade down here called Little Town. And I'm using the Sigma E55 that came in this collection. I'm just focusing it more so on the inner corner. Ooh, I like that. Okay, now because I love blue and brown together, I think that's such a beautiful color combination, I'm going to go back with this dark matte blue. This one is called Beast for the lower lash line. And I'm using the Sigma E24. Now on a damp Refer 03, I'm going in with the final shade called Belle, and that is perfect. Wow, that shade, it didn't look very sparkly in the pan, but once you spray it, that definitely has some oomph to it. Okay, guys, I will be right back to show you this completed and final look number 3. Okay, guys, so here is the completed look number 3. I also changed into the third lippy called Spellbound. Do you even need to ask what's in the waterline? Give by Gwen Stefani in the shade Bathwater, Rare Beauty, black eyeliner on the top lash line, and same Huda Beauty mascara. I've officially used just about everything in the collection. I think there was like maybe 1 or 2 brushes that I didn't get to use, but I've used enough to form a good opinion. So let me go ahead and wrap up today's video and I'll share with you guys my final thoughts. So first off, again, I am so blown away by just the presentation, the packaging that this PR package arrived in, like with the rose petals, everything. If you follow me on Instagram, then you saw, you know, an Instagram reel, like kind of just unboxing it, showing you guys everything. It was probably one of the most, if not the most beautiful PR package that I think I have ever received, and I'm definitely going to remember this forever. Let's see, where do I want to start? Let's start with the lippies. I have these in my hand, so I think all 3 of these lippies, they are going to be more of like a shine finish. I think they all coordinate so well with the blushes and with the eyeshadow palette. They're all very neutral, wearable colors, and I like that they're small. I like that they're kind of like a mini size. I always like mini sizes of products just because I try so much stuff, so I can definitely finish these up, and it's just easier to put in your pocket or in your purse if you have a small handbag. But I do really like them. They aren't, again, transfer resistant. You will likely need to reapply after a few hours or after a meal, but the formula is really comfortable. Let's talk next about the face palette. Outward packaging on both the face palette and the eyeshadow palette is identical. I really enjoyed it. These are very neutral blushes. I like more of a bolder blush, so I'm really gonna have to work to build these up, but I understand why they chose these shades because they fit in perfectly. They tie in perfectly with the shades that are in the palette. I thought that this highlighter was stunning, stunning. So I think you do get a mirror. I think it's a really cute little trio there. As far as the eyeshadow palette goes, I like that they gave us a brush. I have the brush over here off to the side, a very functional brush, easy to use brush. It's a good brush. This is a neutral palette with just a couple pops of color. You'll see over here, this is the most colorful look I was able to achieve with this palette. But if you're looking for something maybe more for everyday wear, a little more muted, not so bold and bright and colorful, then this is going to be something that is going to be perfect for you. I feel like the color story is true to the movie, to the cartoon. I feel like maybe we could have gotten a yellow in here, or more of like a bright sparkly gold, yellow gold shade. I think that would have been nice, but overall, I think it's a really pretty color story, especially for those of you that like your neutrals. I thought the palette performed really well. The shades, they blend well with one another. The shimmers, even though they're not the indie multi-chromes and duochromes and extra sparkly shadows, they're still really pretty and they still pack a punch, especially if you spray your brush. And I did really enjoy trying out this primer. The shade they sent me was Persuade. I know they have several different shades available, so maybe if you're just going to get the palette, consider picking up the eyeshadow primer because I thought it was really good. Has a nice tack to it. And going back to the palette, I think they did a really nice job. I think it's a really good formula and I liked it. I liked working with it. The brushes that came in this collection, I believe are, let's see. So this is the brush that was inside the palette. I already said that is a really good brush. This is a foundation brush or a brush that you can use for cream products. Obviously, I didn't get to use it because I wanted to show you a clean brush in today's video. This brush, I'm not entirely sure how I'm going to use this going forward. I did not like it for blush application, but maybe it's something I'll like for bronzer, especially because I just focus bronzer mainly on my forehead now. So yeah, I'm gonna have to keep playing with this one some more. I was able to use this brush. This brush worked great for applying the shimmer shadows. This brush over here, great brush all around. This one is the E24. I'm sure a lot of you have that brush. This is the only brush another brush that I didn't get to use. This is going to be great for cream eyeliner or for like winging out some shadow or doing something on the lower lash line. This is the E15 brush, but all of these brushes, again, they have a nice weight to them, and I like that it's like the navy blue and then the gold ferrule. I think they're really pretty, good quality, and I'm gonna give this entire collection 2 thumbs up. I'm just so excited. I'm so like over the moon with this collection. Thank you again, Sigma, for thinking of me, and thank you for also thinking of my audience. You guys now have a discount code from me. It is an affiliate code, Steff, and that will give you 10% off of anything you're gonna buy over on the Sigma website. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Let me know your thoughts now, guys. What did you think of this entire collection? Did you order it already? Or maybe now, maybe I've influenced you to order it, who knows? But let me know which look you like best. Are you team 1, 2, 3, none, all? Sound off in the comments down below. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. Y'all have a great day or night wherever it is y'all are at. Stay hydrated, drink your water, and I'm going to see you all very soon. Bye.